Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you all for tuning in to The Nation as we begin to talk about this NFL top 10 ranking as it relates to the most complete team. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Let's get down to it. Really got to pull this up. And I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to be able just to do this real quick. This is the thing. NFL is always coming up with these little charts and graphs, but this one is pretty good. Let's see if I can. Number one team is the Los Angeles Chargers. They talking about the complete roster. They was talking about the fact that the Chargers, they're the most talented team. They got balance. They got a quarterback. Also, they have a deep roster built in as it relates to running back on the defensive side of the ball. You guys know. I love the the Trinidad James on that team. So that's the other team that they really saying that they got really loaded. And they got the interior pressure too. Tillery, the boys inside. Guys know how that thing go, right? I'm going to run through this little list, but we're going to pull up the number two team. The number two team, guess what the number two team is? And this article is on NFL.com. The number two team is the Los Angeles Rams. They said that Todd Gurley status is obviously a huge factor, but outside of that, their team is loaded. They got a good quarterback. They talked about Aaron Donald, so that's the number two team. As we go back and look at the number two team, and pretty much Cooper Kupp. They got the wide receivers. They got the Robert Woods. You guys know how they go. And then, really, when you start talking about the defense, all you got to mention is Aaron Donald, But the favorite team, number three, and I'm going to go ahead and go to number three. You guys already know who's the number three team, right? The Cleveland Browns. The morning grind. Yes, what's up, Joseph Ventura? Nodak Ninja, appreciate you for tuning in. Cleveland Browns, they said that their roster is loaded. The roster for the Cleveland Browns is just stupid loaded, and it's a crazy roster because they got Odell Beckham, they got Jarvis Landry, and they got Kareem Hunt that's going to come up with the 1-2 punch, and then on top of that they got the Sheldon Richards, the Olivier Vernons of the world. Greedy, you guys remember Greedy? They got Greedy out there. Supposed to be one of those good cornerbacks, and Denzel Ward. So they got everybody that you can think that they want to do. But this is the thing, Cowboy Nation. On paper, don't win you championships. It's the grind. It's the thing that you got to do to shine. But they have on there that the Cleveland Get Down Browns is number 3 overall. And then number 4, as you guys can see, I hope I didn't go all the way down so you guys can't see it all. I don't want to reveal everything to you all. But number 4 would be the Indianapolis Colts. They got on there. The Colts are a team with, of course, that offensive line, right? Everybody's saying that, okay, Dak Prescott got the best offensive line in the world, right? But this guy, he got Quentin Nelson. He got also the other boys that stepped it up. And then they got the Darius Leonards of the world. Then on top of that, they got Rocky Yarsan. So the defense on the back end is good. They got still T.Y. that they can throw the ball to. They number 4 overall. And then guess who's number 5? Guess who got the best total roster and on number 5? Of course, I'm talking about this team, Kansas City. Wow. Kansas City, of course, to me personally, they lost Kareem Hunt. Tyreek Hill, I don't see how the NFL is going to, as my brother from another mother, Vaj Lombardi would say, the NFL Illuminati, I don't see how they going to get Tyreek Hill back out there. I just don't see how that is even possible. But, of course, they picked up their honey badger during the offseason. which may be a good deal for them. It might be a good deal for them all together collectively. But on top of that, I just don't see how Tyreek Hill, let me know. Maybe you guys got a clue, a rationale, or a reasoning, or somehow, one way or another, you guys can find a way that boy Tyreek Hill can get back out there. And then, of course, you already know the tight end. I don't even have to say his name. I don't even have to say his name. But you guys know who the tight end is, Travis Kelce. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The best one, since Gronk is gone, the best tight end in the NFL. So this is going to be a good year. If Pat Mahomes can put up the same type of numbers, put it like this, if he put up the same exact numbers that he did last year, I'm going to go buy his jersey and I'm going to put it, I'm not going to put it on because I don't wear other players' jerseys, but I'm going to buy his jersey and I'm going to put it behind me. And I'm going to have it out there for a full week, and I'm going to give it away to whoever the best Pat Mahomes fan out there. That's what I'm going to do. If he have the exact same year. So some people say, hey, you know what, Law, you need to go ahead and start feeling ready to go ahead and buy that jersey, right? All right, what we all been waiting for, right? Number 6, believe it or not. Oh, wait and see. Look, number 6. Can you guys believe that the Dallas Cowboys, yes, the Dallas Cowboys, have one of the top 10 most complete roster out here, baby. Ezekiel Elliott is flat out the star at the running back. He's the engine that makes this team go. Remember, I've been saying that since day one. He is the engine. He's the nucleus. He is everything you can think of. Hey, he's the guy that you're going to say, hey, mama, he hit me. you going to go run to your mama after he done ran through you and stiff arm you. Ask Earl Thomas, ask the foster kid that played for the Redskins when he gave him the stiff arm. And then, of course, Amari Cooper arrived last October. Changed everything during the passing attack. Changed everything. And Dak is, he's primed up to have a ready, I'm finna be one of the better quarterbacks in the league type of deal, right? And then Randall Cobb, guys, and Jason Witten. Hey, they're saying that they are the upgrades, right? And then if you really look at it, the offensive line, stout. Travis Frederick will return. We won 10 games last year without him. Man, we won 10 games without him. And then I've been saying this all off season, right? And I said it a little bit towards the latter part of last year. LVE. Jalen Smith. Don't you guys know how chemistry works? When you are able to match those things together and put those things together, man. Oh, man. And the only thing that we probably have our reservations on is DeMarcus Lawrence, right? We got to have our reservations because we never know how injuries come into play. But we can look at it from these parameters. Maybe when injuries is all subside and he gets back out there on the field, man, maybe, just maybe we can make something happen. We can make things happen in the right direction, Cowboy Nation. Number 6, I'm just going to do the top 10 for you guys. New Orleans Saints, they said that they got the old reliable for their team, Drew Brees. He's back at the age of 40. Chicago Bears, you already understand what they're trying to do. They matched up everything. The Raquan Smith, the Khalil Mack. We'll see those boys later on this year. Eddie Jackson, one of my favorites out there, man. New England Patriots is number 9. And so those are the top 9, basically, teams, like roster-wise. Now, I'm going to say this. This is all that's on paper, right? You got to really put on the helmet. You got to really put on everything to make this thing happen. Nothing is just given to you. You just don't win out of sure, hey, we win because we supposed to win type of mentality. You got to get out there and make things happen. Remember, I always say there's 3 type of teams that's out there. A team to go out there and make things happen, a team to go out there and watch things happen, and a team to say, hey, What the world just happened? That what happened to the latter part of the Redskins last year. They said, hey, man, what happened? We was number one in the NFC East, and now we can't even buy a game. Even we try to squeeze Roger Goodell's palms or put something in it. But you got to figure out, Cowboy Nation, to win. Now, the Cleveland Browns, they're going to be one of the teams that are going to have to look at this and say, okay, everybody is already putting Super Bowl or bust on our backs. This is their first year ever feeling this way. You see, we go through that every year, right or wrong. There's never been pretty much since 1995, there's been really no year to say, all right, hey, man, this team don't have a chance. Every year, the media comes out and say, hey, this Super Bowl or bust. And we're going to have to figure out something, Cowboy Nation. And shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs, because expectations, when it meets reality, it's going to be hard, too, for them. Because now everybody's saying, okay, is this Money Man? This is Money Man Pat Mahomes or Pat Matrix or Pat Magic, however they're giving that guy's nickname. Let's see if he can repeat this. Por favor. Let's see if he can repeat this thing. Let's see if the LA Rams can do it 3 years in a row. So they're going to look at the LA Rams as well. The seasoned team that's out there that may not have the same scrutiny is the LA Chargers. They still can fly under the radar. You know, they won dog near almost 11 games last year. And was still flying under the radar and still had to go through the wild card in order to get things going. I think they won 12 games, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the story of a different day. Cowboy Nation, really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go. I'm live like 95 on the Instagram. I'm live like 95 on the Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, you name it, that's where I'm at, baby. They say a prize fighter continue to fight even though he's down. He's still swinging. He's like, hey, Adrian. He's still trying to fight even though he's losing.